Okay, back to artistic nightscapes. That means we were on, I checked, we were on warm glowing nightscape with the last clip. Bit of a long one. But as I said, they sort of, when I noticed it, they start off wet and they dry back or dry off to the pad sort of thing. So, there's liquid on the pad that dries back, or I don't know, it dries off or it just dries back. I was only observing basically with, naked eye and, sort of magnifying glass and things like that. Just the basic stuff. Because as I said, I was, I was just young basically, and and as my emphasis was on the actual ribbon tentacles sort of thing, not on the heads of the tentacles sort of thing. Because I'd come out from glandulars, not from the Gemmae perspective sort of thing. And as you said, I've noticed other things too, that the Gemmae seems to have at least two types of different heads on it, whether that's because it's there's some sort of interhybridization from the past, or there's some sort of condition. It seems like when you get like humid conditions, it seems to form like a poker head, a bit like a bulrush head sort of thing, with lots of, like the way that you look at the bulrush head, rather than the actual flat pad sort of thing. So that's something, and it also seems to occur on Passiflora, so-called what I filmed as Passiflora. So so there's two species there that seem to make the same sort of bulrush type poker head sort of thing, if you understand what I mean. Once you've seen it, you know what I mean, basically what I mean. And, once you've seen it, you say, oh, I know what he means. Yeah, it's like a bulrush, sort of thing. So if you see that seems to be at least on two different species of plant, assuming that what we filmed as Passiflora is actually Passiflora. As I said, the thing I filmed with Dennis Daly, because I was editing for brevity, basically. And the reason we're editing for brevity was I wanted to have a full page image of the actual plant because of all the stuff up over in WA between those two scientists that turned up. And I showed them the Rickett Erickson book and pointed to this one and said, it's that one. And they obviously went off and apparently I've heard through the internet, they went off and touched something else or something. They got it totally ballsed up. And so I wanted to make certain that I knew what I was talking about and that everyone else knew what I was talking about, sort of thing. And that's why I was cramped down to one page, basically. And Dennis said, oh, I've got to take the word out, because I want to take the word Trinervia out because for space, sort of thing. And I said, well, will they really understand? And he says, because it's high IQ, yes, they'll be able, you'll definitely be able to work out that you're talking about Trinervia, sort of thing. And I was thinking, so I trusted Dennis, and yes, he was right, you can, because Trinervia flicks, glandulizera snaps. Do you get it? So you can actually work out, and of course I've got the original TasWord software article with the word Trinervia in the place where it was cut out, sort of thing. And also Dennis's wife has probably got in a box somewhere under a bed or in a cupboard or something, still things hanging on. Maybe Dennis said to her before he died, you got to hang on to these because it's going to be important. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Dennis, as I said. If he was smart enough to be able to realise that you could actually tell, and it took me years to work out that you could tell, that he was right, and yes, you can tell, there's a difference between a flick and a snap. So the flick is for Trinervia, and also Trinervia, the bend is in a different location compared to the other ones. So that's a different thing. I'm not going to tell you where the bend is, because, that's proof. Once you find out where the bend is, it leads you on to other thoughts, you see. So, and of course, but then, having said all this, is it truly Trinervia? Mine was a white-flowered plant, and now we got this sort of Afra complex. So it probably was a member of the Afra complex. But I did take plants over to the Victorians, and I think I even gave some seed to their seed bank, if I can remember rightly. But it is actually noted in one of their journals, in one of their meeting journals, sort of thing, that I'd been over there. I'd given a couple of floating swamp. I gave floating swamp tapeworms and plants to David Bond, and he auctioned off a swamp table and some, I believe, some plants at the one of their meetings. So somewhere, some of their members will actually have the actual plants that I noticed this flick on. So whether it truly is Trenervia or it's some new fangled early on relation of the Afro complex that came probably through Eric Green, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of things, but it will be interesting to find out. So that's another thing. It takes us back to the original argument about CPN's news and views. You know, had we had the news and views of Eric Green over the years and his trips, we could probably track back through the date and the time of of how I got my plants. Oh, actually, I got my plants of this person. He got them through someone else that came in via Eric Green or someone else, and we will know who it is at that time. But because we don't have the news and views, yeah, it looks like it's just a bit of a spiel, rant, rave, really. But lots of mushies. So, you know, I can smell a koala. I wouldn't call it a scat, it just like falls out of their arse in a way, isn't it? It's not really a scat, it's just a dump sort of thing. Yeah, maybe that's how we get the word, the terminology dump, I don't know. Anyway, time to, I think, get back to the car and just drive around there and just see what the state of the southern wits are over there in the Brian Dentonii sort of thing. And I suppose they'll still be small and not plumped up, but maybe still struggling to come out of the ground, I don't know. But what the colour situation will be like, but as I tend to get the impression it's soil, two, it's the intense cold, people over in Europe are laughing, and also going from with the intense cold to very bright light with a lot of UV stingage in it sort of thing, because we got the ozone hole down here, of course, you know, off the Antarctic, you see. So anyway, 7 minutes, probably it's time to start a new clip do you want to walk back to the car? I don't know. Oh, hang on. We're just down here. Maybe I should walk in there and see if we can get any. Oh no. Oh no, I put my Gemmae collector. I thought I left my Gemmae collector out in the bush. No, I put it in the car. Oh, look at that, fellas. Look at that. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. I don't know if I'm on the right setting for this. No, probably not. Okay, let's go to another setting and film this again. Okay.